Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. When you're starting a company, it's chaos, and chaos is what keeps the world going. The reality is, if you want to change things, you can't please everyone. It is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. The most difficult thing is a decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. Great companies are built on great products. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is a disaster. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. The secret to success is to know something nobody else knows. I always have optimism, but I'm realistic. It was not with the expectation of great success that I started Tesla or SpaceX. It's just that I thought they were important enough to do anyway. Don't confuse education with schooling. I didn't go to Harvard, but people who work for me did. When Henry Ford made cheap, reliable cars, people said, "No, what's wrong with a horse?" That was a huge bet he made, and it worked. I think it's important to reason from first principles rather than by analogy. My biggest mistake is probably weighing too much on someone's talent and not someone's personality. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. If you create something that is addictive, people will come back for it. The best minds of my generation are thinking about how to make people click ads. That sucks. The key to making things affordable is design and technology improvements in combination with scale. I'm interested in things that change the world or that affect the future and wondrous. New technology where you see it and you're like, wow, how did that even happen? How is that possible? I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. If you want to grow a giant redwood, you need to make sure the seeds are okay, nurture the sapling, and work out what might potentially stop it from growing all the way along. I could either watch it happen or be a part of it. Really, the only thing that makes sense is to strive for greater collective enlightenment. I say something, and then it usually happens, maybe not on schedule, but it usually happens. You have to be pretty driven to make it happen, otherwise, you will just make yourself miserable. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. I don't spend my time pontificating about high-concept things. I spend my time solving engineering and manufacturing problems.